I'm here joined with Rimca, and she was actually in the film. Would you like to tell us a little bit about your character, Rimca?
Yes, I play Miss Navika Patel. I don't want to give too much away. She's a child protection officer. And she comes to see one of the families, a couple of the families actually, who she suspects might be having FGM done for their children. So, yeah.
What drew you to the script?
I think when I met George for the first time, he told me it was about FGM, and he was very passionate about it. But then he was very passionate about, I think, the cultural aspect as well of it. And when we discussed it, it was like, well, you know, it's not a very nice practice, but then at the same time, there's a huge cultural element to it as well that needs to be respected. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's great. You know, there's an extra slant to it rather than that's bad, that's bad, that's bad.
Fit for it in the market. You look absolutely gorgeous, Rimca. I love the sari.
Thank you very much.
You look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You look lovely. I like this. This is your traditional attire, right?
Yes, it is. It's a sari.
And you're representing. What are you representing today?
I'm representing, I guess, Indian culture and just generally cultural, you know, practices in general. And
Okay, tell us. What's your name, darling?
It's Rimca.
And you're part of the movie?
Yes, I am. I play the role of Navika Patel, who's a child protection officer in the film.
Okay. So how did you find the role?
It was interesting, definitely challenging, because in some ways, you know, she's the goodie, but then she's also the baddie at the same time. Like, I guess you'll find out when you watch the film. But
You're not gonna tell us a little bit?
oh well, you know.
Come on, spill the juice, darling.
Oh well, you know, she's definitely a pivotal character who, has something to say about, you know, cultural practices, and and Professor Milo definitely teaches her a lesson.
Okay. So what about the movie itself? What about the storyline itself? How did you find it?
I thought it was actually a very good storyline. It was a mixture of, you know, it was a very good way of tackling quite a sensitive subject. Like, I very much so admire George for doing that. And I like how he sort of looks at it from different viewpoints as well. It's not just looking at it as like, oh, yep, FGM is bad. He doesn't look at that just by itself. He looks at the other sides and looks at, well, actually, it's a cultural practice and that needs to be respected as well.
Yeah.
So,
It needs to be respected or it needs to be stopped.
yeah, well, he looks at both.
Yeah.
He looks at
both sides.
Yeah, both
so
sides.
It's neutral.
Definitely, and I think I really respect that as well, because then it means that everyone gets a voice, and their opinions from both ends are.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about your director?
But George,
Yes.
and George, definitely, he's an incredible man. I think he's very brave.
Are you just saying that because you're in the camera?
No, I mean that honestly. Like, when I first met George, I just thought he's a very generous man, and he's just incredible for taking such a subject and making it into a film and creating all of this.
Okay. It's really brave to do something like this.
I think it's absolutely incredible.
Okay. Thank you very much. Enjoy yourself. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Welcome, George Kelly.
Thank you.
The man of the day.
Thank you.
The man who made it happen. The man who knows the role.
Thank you so very much.
The man who knows the story that we go through in Africa.
Yes.
Thank you very much, George Kelly.
It's a pleasure.
Today you're in Greenwich TV, the place to be.
That's the one.
The only place to be.
That's the one.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now,
Yeah.
on a serious note,
Yes.
tell me what Lower Court is all about.
Well, the lower court is a film, is a docudrama on female genital mutilation, and this is a subject that's making rounds in the news all over the world right now. As you know, female circumcision is something that has been going on for over 2,000 years, all over, across cultures all over the world, and a lot of governments are saying it's about time we put an end to this thing. This is what this movie is basically just highlighting, just educating, entertaining, and informing people about female circumcision. We call it female circumcision in Africa and some parts of the world, but here in the West it is called female genital mutilation, FGM.
So as a man, actually, what inspired you to write such a story? You understand? Because things like this, you find it's a woman who is writing, because it actually affects women more. But as a man, what inspired you to write such a story?
First of all, I was born by a woman. I have sisters. I feel their pain. I am an African, born in Nigeria, where female circumcision is so rampant and rife. and women will not talk about it, to be quite honest. If our women will not talk about it, a man has to come out, if necessary, to speak about it.
Oh, thank you very much, George. Thank you very much for that. And I've seen a lot of people today. Everybody here is here to support you, not just from Nigeria, because I know it's all over Africa.
It is awesome.
It's awesome. Thank you very much.
I'm very happy by the crowd I'm seeing.
Yes.
And I am extremely grateful to everybody for turning out in their numbers.
Yeah.
And I want to guarantee you all that this is going to be, something really worth your time.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. Bye-bye.